Welcome to this episode of Behind the Scenes. Today we're on location at the Shamrock Hotel with Calgary's own Full Swing Productions, who are currently shooting their first feature-length film in Plainview.
I remember. You guys were skimming off busts, cash, guns, and then bam, you bust up a Sinaloa shipment. Happenstance. Still.
In Plainview is a feature film. It's kind of a revenge crime thriller set in rural Alberta, Plainview, Alberta, which is a fictional place. It's about a dirty ex-cop whose partner sells him out. 3 years later, he gets out of prison and he's hunting his partner down, who's hiding in witness protection in this small town.
We decided to start work on this project about a year ago, probably, maybe a little bit more. And we targeted it as a great opportunity for this wonderful program called the Telephone Micro-Budget Program, which gives a nice chunk of change for a very small budget film. And we were, like I said, lucky enough to get that grant. And once we knew we were getting it, things happened very quickly, and we started casting and finding locations and putting together the crew. So it'll be about a 2-year process, a little bit more, which is not bad. The script has lived a lot longer. The script was written by a wonderful screenwriter named Kevin Dory, and he and Scott and myself have been working on a few different projects. So this one we chose because it's very shootable. We can do it on a smaller budget, and it worked really well for the Telephone Micro-Budget Program, which was kind enough to select us to give us some money to help make this thing.
No way it was close to 30 mil. And word is that you took $3 million each. I mean, I know it's not your first rodeo, but that's some serious cake, muchacha.
As someone who's having their first feature produced, I'm very lucky because a lot of times, unless the writer is a writer-director, often the writer isn't even on set for most of the production. Luckily enough, I've got a good working relationship with Scott and Matt was comfortable with me being on set. Really, all I am is kind of a right-hand man to Matt, more so than it would be on any other project. I work on other projects in different capacities, and I very rarely see a writer on set doing anything, so the fact that I've got this opportunity has been fantastic. I don't even know how to describe it. All of a sudden, you got a camera, and the things you put on the page are all of a sudden coming to life. Granted, it's bit by bit and out of order, but you're like, this is the stuff I wrote. So it's a very fulfilling feeling, and yeah, nothing I've ever experienced before. The industry's really on an upswing right now. Part of the thing is probably the film center we have here now, the studio we have here that's going to bring in a lot more production. And right now, I mean, we got so many things going in Calgary. We can hardly keep enough crew because there's so much production right now, so it's really good to see.
Flat fee. Pull the trigger, get paid, walk away. That's it.
Many things conspire to make a film not happen, and so we're lucky enough to have a lot of support from when it comes to the cast, the crew, but more importantly from government and from local city resources as well. So, you know, we just wouldn't be able to shoot without this hotel, for example, that we were able to secure through the city.
The Shamrock, I consider to be the miracle of this movie. So we approached Calgary Economic Development, who acted as kind of a conduit between us and the city to make this location happen. And yeah, it was probably the easiest location that we dealt with, for sure.
It's wonderful to have Calgary Economic Development and Luke Azevedo and the team there. It just wouldn't happen without that.
That's it for this episode of Behind the Scenes. Thanks for watching. Behind the Scenes is a collaboration between Calgary Economic Development, industry, Alberta Film, and community stakeholders.